Hey, and welcome back to our Skyblock playthrough. We are going to go and explore some fortresses today. So I have updated OBS since I last since our last stream. So do forgive me if anything goes a bit squiff, or if you notice anything that looks a bit off compared to normal, let me know. But yeah, we're gonna put this mob switch to the test. So after the last stream, I shut the game down and restarted it, and that seemed to resolve a bunch of the weird lag we were getting. But I think somehow all the villagers have become synced up, and that was lagging things out. But haven't had any real trouble since then, thankfully. Sorry. Yeah, so we have our villager prison, or a zombie villager prison now. We've got 70 we have 70 zombified villagers in here now. If we look at the monster count. And that takes up the entire spawn cap. So nothing else can spawn while these guys are loaded now. And yeah, I still need to finish some decorating in here. So I do want to put I want it so that as we come down here, we've got like a little desk area here. And put a little desk in, and we'll put minecart and some trapdoors to make a chair or something. And in that minecart, I just want to have a piglin sat there, just as like the village prison warden. But yeah, so it won't work for the whole game, just having the mobs. So we traded with each and every one of these, and then we zombified them, which means that they now count towards the mob cap and only in the Nether. So nothing in the Nether can spawn while these guys are loaded. And they're only loaded if the area is loaded. If the area itself is loaded, so if I well, hang on, let's do a quick demonstration. So if I am here, we can see, if I load up the F3 screen, we can see the number of monsters there, and as I zoom along here, eventually we'll get out of the range of them. It should be about halfway along. And there we go. No, oh no, that was yeah, here we go. So now, right now, things are spawnable because we've come out of the simulation distance of the villagers. So they're now not counting towards the mob cap, and then as we head back, they count again. And that's only in the Nether. Which we'll see if we go through this portal, we'll see that number drop suddenly as well. We do still have a problem with our mob farm getting cached in the lazy chunks. So that's creating sort of a partial mob switch. Ooh. And stopping things from spawning as much as they would otherwise, but we will get to fixing that at some point soon. Part of that will be this. So I've also started on the upper version of this. So I thought I'd go for I don't know. I think this kind of looks a bit like this. To me, this looks quite prison fencey. I sort of put the chains across the top. Sort of like a little barbed wire style thing. Style thing. I was thinking maybe when we've got a cobweb farm, we could come back and maybe hike these walls up one more block, put a row of cobwebs along the top there, similar to what Scar did in Hermitcraft for the Popo office. That might give it an even nicer sort of there's spikes at the top sort of look. But yeah, so I also started laying out something right over here. So I think this is where we're going to keep the villagers in the overworld when we get to building the overworld version. It's just I don't think the stone brick with the stone brick wall goes very well. So I need to find a better building block for the overworld prison. I actually think the stone bricks might work really well. Sorry, I think the regular old school bricks might work very well, but that will require us having a good supply of clay, which we don't currently have. So we might have to have a look at that soon. Yeah. Oh, we have pig spawning as well. Yeah, I think the andesite will probably clash too much with the stone. I think it needs some contrast, and I could maybe go with some blackstone or something. But we did use a lot of blackstone in the Nether, so I don't know if we want to have. If we want to have the blackstone out here as well, which is why I was thinking the bricks, because the bricks and maybe some granite might work. And a little lag spike there. Let's get away from this because those villagers are a nightmare. So we're just going to come down here and we're going to turn on our mob switch. We're going to turn on the chunk loader, which makes the mob switch work. So now we're dispensing minecarts here. They are going through the portal. And then if we look on this side, nether pig. Yeah, we can see the minecarts are coming through here. They're getting destroyed by this fire. The entity is going back through the portal, and then that's being picked up the other side by a hopper minecart into a hopper, into the dispenser again, and get round and round and round they go. Dude, you probably do not want to be in here. Your cousins are not nice. Okay, so now if we head back with that enabled, we should, if all has gone to plan, we should have a full mob cap when we get to the end here. And then if we check F3, hey, 70 mobs. So we should actually now be quite safe from spawns. We shouldn't be able to get any spawns over this way. So our Nether is basically now in peaceful mode until we go and turn that device back off. But yeah, I thought today I would go and have a look and see what was in the other Nether Fortresses we've got around us. So we've got one over there. The glass does feel a bit cheaty in that it sort of removes the fog a bit. I think it sort of removes the fog a little bit on the distant with the Distant Horizons mod. Yeah, we're gonna head down to the end here, and then we're gonna, because we've already got a path out to that one as well, so we can go over to the warped forest island, and probably bridge across. Red bricks would be stately. See, I always associate red bricks with posh boy schools, so using it for somewhere really oppressive feels kind of apt. Yeah, let's so we've got that. I think we also have one over there in the distance. I don't know if we want to try and get to that as well. We could maybe try a bastion as well. But there's also that one. So I think these are the two that I want to try and visit. Is this one and this one. And we'll have a little nose around in those. And we'll see how long that takes us and what we can get out of it. Then maybe we'll find another. We'll find some other adventures after that if we have time. So here we go, all the way across into this, and this could be a good Nether Fortress as well. So I'm trying to remember what the spawning rules are, and if the native biome mobs can spawn in a Nether Fortress. So I think they can. Alright, it's not just the Nether Fortress mobs, but this one is in a soul sand. Sorry, in a warp forest, from the looks of it. So it could actually be a good place to set up farms, as it could mean that we get the mobs that we're after more consistently. Should we start? Should we bridge from here? Yeah, let's put down a little chest here first, and we'll put some of our goodies in there, just so we're not taking too much on our person. Take the ender chest as well. We probably want a sword. We probably at least want a sword, and just in case anything goes wrong, let's take some arrows as well. So probably want a bit of defense. I have got my my cheaper armor. That should hopefully be enough for the protection 4. It'll be fine. We've got a bunch of this back at the base, so I did steal a corner of the island before. And I don't think the chests count because they're not a full block. They don't sort of trample the stuff underneath. Yeah, so I think because they let light through, and they're effectively, I think the game treats both of them as transparent. Otherwise, every time you put a chest down, it would turn to dirt. The grass underneath it would turn to dirt. It's the same mechanic in play as the grass and dirt in the overworld. Okay, so here we go. We've made it across. So far, so quiet. Okay. Oh. So what do we have in this one? We're at the very end. Are we on top of something, or is this the actual... We on a roof? No. Okay, so this is just a walkway. But we do have a crossroads. Crossroads are cool. This is that if you're building farms in the Nether Fortresses, it's this this bit here is the important bit, because this gives us the best space to build stuff in. It has the most spawning space of any component. So let's oh. Wow, these are so eerie when they're... Oh, hang on, there's two of these next to each other. These are so eerie when there's nothing happening. Oh, no. Okay. So the blazes can still spawn. Ah, that's a spawner, isn't it? Oh. I should have brought fire potions with me. Get out of there. So as long as I'm not near it, I think it should be fine. Okay, what else do we have around here? So there's this structure over here. Any chests? Oh, okay, so hang on. This is where I came, isn't it? Yeah. So I came down there. Ah, there's another blaze spawner there. Oh, no. Damn it, I nearly ran off the edge there. Okay, this fortress is dangerous. Even without the mobs. The colours and stuff, especially in this with the purple background, it's hard to actually see where the where these end. Okay. Oh, hang on. So I said these were good, but so we have two next to each other here. So there's two. There is two crossroads there. So if I let's just get some far enough away that we're going to be safe. So if I call up the structure bounding boxes. For a Nether Fortress. Yeah, so we can see it's these small, darker red areas are the bounding boxes of where the mobs can spawn on anything, and then outside of this, within this larger box, they can spawn on nether brick. So we want to build a wither skeleton farm. Ideally we want one of these crossroads, because look how big the box is, it encloses the whole thing. But we've got two here next to each other, which will mean that this is possibly a good spot for a nether skeleton farm. And we have a blaze spawner right next to it, so we could potentially have a combo of the nether skeletons here, and then we could potentially be over by the blaze spawner as well, which will spawn without regard for the mob cap. And then when we just want these, we just make sure we're more than 16 blocks away from the spawner. Okay, that could be that's an interesting that's some interesting generation we've got there. Is there a chest underneath this blaze spawner? Is there anything? No, that's just a way up to it. This looks like a bit of a naff fortress, to be honest. It's all above ground. Sorry, it's all bridges and not much insides. Okay, so this one I think is a bit of a bust for loot, but we do potentially have a good spot for a farm. Farm up, and those wither skeletons will be our source of wither skeleton skulls, but also a good source of both bones and of coal, which will allow us to use coal as our primary sort of smelting fuel, because the lava buckets will smelt, I think, 70 items, but a block of coal well, a stack of coal blocks will smelt far more than a lava bucket, like orders of magnitudes more. There's so many. Look at that! Look at that! That is a death waiting to happen right there. Okay, so it looks like there's not much loot to be had, though. Okay, I'm glad we didn't come to this fortress first. It would have been hugely disappointing to have come all this way and then there not be any nether wall or no chests. Okay, fine. So we've got some nether water here, and a bit more soul sand. We've got plenty of soul sand already, but a bit more. We can come back and get some of that later. But come on, we want loot though. Where is the good stuff? Where is our enchanted apples and our horse armor and all that sort of business? You had a mod that you can catch blazes and put them in a blaze burner and they turn into a calcifier. Yeah, there's a bunch of mods I think out there that use the blaze as a perpetual fuel source, which is quite a smart thing. And then having to get the blaze as well makes it so it's not. Probably helps balance the OP-ness of it a bit, right? Yeah, we're not destroying anything today. We're just having a nice peaceful stroll around one of the most dangerous structures in the game. What is that over there? Ah, okay. So I think there's another fortress over there somewhere, but no loot. No loot. This is Is this some sort of penance for my tormenting the loot goblins? So in exchange for all the torment, now I get no loot. I don't think we've been in there yet though. How do we get into there? Oh. Actually, guys, look at our sort of nether infrastructure so far. Just look how crazy the sort of extent of it is now. Stretch all the way over here. All the way out into infinity there. We've got our gold farm, the hoglin farm. It's quite something how much we've managed to accomplish in this world. Okay. I can't find my way back in now, so let's try and make one. Okay. And we'll put a route up to there. Yeah, okay. So I think this is where we came into this bit. Okay, so maybe we did look around this bit fully. Let's have one more scout around the inside. We'll not leave this time, but yeah. So I think this is what I was running around on top of, and there is nothing here except for another death trap. It's definitely trying to. Okay, so no chests, no. Or anything. This is a really bad fortress. If we'd found this, like after the struggles of the first one, if we found this one, of getting into that first one, if we'd found this, I think I would have maybe rage quit. It's like, this is just mean. Is there another? This way, no. Head down here. There's nothing around here either. Okay, so yeah, right, so at least our mob switch is working, but it does make it a little bit too easy, I think. But our goal's there to loot and run. And having fully explored the other one, I did notice there weren't any good spots for us to start building some of our things. So I think our bucket list today is going to be, of things we're after, is going to be to find as many of these crossroady things as we can in like next to each other. So this one we found has 2. Which way is that out? Over there. So let's find as many adjacent crossroads as we can, which will give us a way to let's eat before we get near the blaze spawner. As many crossroads as possible, which will give us a good spot for a wither skeleton farm. And then we also want to find a spot with 2 blaze spawners close enough that we can activate both at the same time. So they need to be within, I think, probably within about 30-ish blocks of each other. Okay, so this one was a bit of a bust. Let's take our stuff from here. Maybe we'll leave the chest there. We'll take our ender chest with us. But we do have a candidate for a nether skeleton farm. Sorry, for a wither skeleton farm. Yeah, the stuff and things are all safe today. We're not. I mean, the things that produce the stuff and things won't actually work at the moment because of the mob switch. So this is why we made it toggleable. So because of the mob switch, neither that farm, and that farm are all basically broken now until we turn it back on. None of them are going to spawn. Because they rely on mob spawns, none of them are actually going to spawn anything. So if we hadn't put set it up so that we could turn this switch on and off, then none of our farms would have functioned again. So at the moment, the only functional farm we have in the Nether is the bartering farm, and that's only useful until we run out of gold. I mean, that's given how much gold we actually have stockpiled, that's gonna take a while, but I think it's actually gonna take me maybe. I think I might actually have enough gold stockpiled now that it would take literal days of real life time to process all of it at the moment. Yeah, a little bit of peace and quiet, but as we found, it's not quite as peaceful as I was hoping. So one lesson is that the blaze spawners can still spawn blazes, and I suspect these things over here I suspect that would still be quite dangerous. As I know at least the piglin brutes spawn with the fortress normally, so the brutes will be there at least, and I don't know if it also spawns some of the other nasties. Actually, before we go over to this one, let's go and grab some ladders. Because otherwise we're going to have to staircase our way up to staircase our way up to the fortress from the bottom. So we're going to want a good number of ladders for this though. And I have created an almighty chest monster here. I do apologise. Okay, let's hey, okay. Okay, two stacks, 128 blocks. That should be enough for us to hopefully get from the bottom up to the fortress. Where are we going? Down here? Down here, and then this way. Yeah, our destruction of this Nether Fortress has been going smoothly as well, so we've cleared out, like, pretty much this whole corner is now just gone. We've almost got a punch. We've practically punched a hole straight through it as well. There's only like, actually no, I think we have, right? Oh no. Okay, yeah. So there's only like one or two blocks between that side having punched all the way through. But there's still so much more of it to destroy. And now we know that our switch works, it will hopefully be a lot easier. So we can head back up there and just tear it down, because there has been some of my my more chilled sort of grindy project after a long sort of work day and whatever. So get up there, start tearing down some of the fortress, and when I can do that out of sight of the various blazes, then that has been quite sort of chilled. When the blazes are firing from all directions, not so chilled. Okay, so let's head down to the end here, and let's see if we can get over to that fortress over there. This looks like a bigger one. Though actually that one looks, yeah. See, this one it looks a bit thinner in terms of the legs and stuff, but no, I don't know. It could also maybe I'm some of that's probably wishful thinking. It could equally still be a terrible one. We've got another one over there as well, it seems. So let's wait. Do I have the nether? I think I've got the nether storm switched off. Let's have a quick. Let's have a quick look at our shader settings, because atmosphere, nether dimension. Okay. Sorry, I must have turned that off while I was playing with Distant Horizons. That's a bit better. Yeah, we can still sort of see the stuff, but the ambience is back. I'll apologise as well if there's a bunch of noise in the background at the moment. We've got there's construction works on some of the buildings around here at the moment, so I did try and set things up so that it would only be annoying me and not you guys, but let me know if you can actually hear it in the background. And I can take another look at the settings and see if I can get it a bit more filtered out. Okay, so we want to that looks like it might actually be a lot further than I thought. Let's see how we go. Hopefully we should have enough slabs. I made 9 stacks, and failing that we have an ender chest with which I think has a stone cutter in it, and we have a whole bunch of cobble. Oh. Okay, that's cool. I mean, they are actually being a little bit quiet. They were being quite noisy just before the stream started, and I was like, crap, am I going to have to... Like, is anyone actually going to be able to hear me? Am I going to have to cancel last minute? But then they suddenly quietened down about 2 minutes before we started, so that was handy. Okay. So let's see. It's come out. Still nowhere near. It's just like the it's just like the start of the season where we were bridging out everywhere. I'm currently waiting as well on some of my quality of life mods to get updated to the new 1.21.5 release, and then at the moment we're on 1.21.1 still, so we haven't even updated for the Power Garden. But once the mods are updated, I am gonna probably jump this world straight to 1.21.5. And then we'll have, so if that happens this week, I'll see about updating, and hopefully next week we can go and find some of that good white stuff. And potentially make some friends with some creakings as well. And If not, then I guess we'll find something else for next week. Maybe we can look at a clay farm or something, or a mud farm and a good platform for clay conversion. Construction guys knew better than to mess with me. Yeah, if only that was true. They will be working on my building soon, and it means that we're going to lose access to our outside area during the nicest 2 months of the year, which is going to be fun. Have all of the sunshine and not be able to go outside. Well, I guess we can go outside. We're just going to go. We just have to use the part of the outside that has other people in it, and who really wants that, right? Here we go. So let's get ourselves bridged out. Getting closer. I feel. A horrible tendency of just bridging past things though, so I have to keep checking. And that was definitely a problem with the overworld. I'd be bridging out to something and I'd be like, okay, where is it? And it'd be like over there somewhere in the distance. Oops. Oh, okay. Oh no, wait, Soulsand Valley. Actually, this could be good. This could be good. I think Soulsand Valley might actually be the better biome for the Nether farms. So I think there's some weird thing we can do where we breed up a bunch of striders, and that prevents all of the biome related spawns from spawning. So whereas with the warp forest we just have to make sure there was no space tall enough for an enderman to spawn. Here we can sort of disable the spawning by breeding up some striders. There are special spawning rules for the Soulsand Valley and the Warp Forest, if I remember correctly. And if there is a spawnable mob around, then it sort of prevents other spawns within a certain. So close, so close. Do we have... We do not have the stone card. Damn it. Okay, let's head back and then we'll get some more blocks. Yeah, I can see more of that fortress from here though, so that looks like it's not the smallest of fortresses either. Okay. I know some of you hate the one-way pathways and the running along them. Generally, it normally ends up okay. It's just it's the corners that normally get me. I'm thinking if we are going to run around like this though, I'm going to I'm going to put these two away for now. Because as annoying as remaking a silk touch pickaxe is, I don't actually have access to all of the enchants I have on my sword. So if we eat ourselves into the void with that in our hand, then basically this is going to turn into a fishing stream while I try and find enchanted books to replace it. Yeah, I mean, these are all sort of temporary as well, though. It's eventually the idea is that everywhere we connect. So what I want eventually in the world is I want to have these sort of 2 wide sort of tunnels connecting everywhere that I sort of care about. And that way I can build myself I can then come back through and I can tear all of these sort of cobble paths down. As there's no real need for it once we have the main tunnels. These are sort of, it's just scaffolding for. Ah, it's a torch behind it. So hang on, is there a mob over there somewhere? What is going on? We do need to at some point go rescue the Strider on that little nether portal. We're a nether portal over there. I guess if they're in the nether, are they? Is it actually a ruined overworld portal? I tend to call them. To me, they're all portals, nether portals. But if you make it in the nether, it doesn't. Technically, it's not a portal to the nether, right? So at that point, is it an overworld portal? Okay, let's 1, 2, 3. And 1 more. Okay, that should definitely be enough to get us where we're going. Probably find a nicer way down here as well. I'm going to keep this, or I should find a better way of getting down to where I need to be than sort of from here. I think once the portal is torn down, though, we'll probably have a path that runs along here to the portal there, the one halfway down, as that one actually goes to a ancient city, which is the ancient city we bridged out to the sunflower meadows from. So if we have and I think we haven't really tackled that city, so I think the one we did first, the first city we did, we kind of destroyed I think we destroyed all of the Shriekers. I do need to go back and have a look around and see if we saved any. But in hindsight, that was probably a dumb move on my part, and we should have saved a couple. Because I think a warden farm would be quite nice. Quite a nice thing to have. That's it. I'm going to take a short break to nip to the bathroom. Make sure that the rest of you grab a drink, stretch, and fix your posture in the meantime. Okay, we're back. Would I make use of lava to kill the wardens? I'm not sure yet. Possibly not. I'm not even 100% sure if a warden can take damage from lava. But we could definitely look at that. I think what I was thinking most was potentially suffocating them in a block, or entity, like just spawning enough to entity cram them. But that'll give us access to a farm for Sculpt Catalyst, which will mean we can then use that to, well, we already have one, we have a couple. We already have a few of them, so we can use that to build a Sculpt farm for Sculpt goodies already. But the catalysts are actually kind of cool building blocks as well. They have sort of a nice texture to them that can go quite nicely with some bone blocks and stuff. So we could potentially use it for that. No, I think, well, rather than having to drop sand or gravel on their heads, I think we can basically just push them up into an area and manipulate them into a bit where their head's stuck in a block. Or we keep them underwater. Should be another way of. Oh wait, no. Oh, we were basically here. We can. Okay, so how are we going to get up there? Should we go in at the furthest point? Let's go over to this. Let's go over to this end one. Actually, no. Let's go up the side of this one. This is probably going to be safer. We'll go up the side. I think from here, you can sort of see all the way up. So I don't think there'll be anything to stop us getting over. Let's give ourselves a little platform down here so we've got somewhere to get down to. Then if we put a block back there, I've been getting tempted by Guardian Farm as well. I've been watching Anathra's Skyblock streams lately, where he's building one, and we don't really have prismarine blocks, and they are pretty cool. They could also go well in the sort of palette I was thinking of when we come to build our village for the villagers. I've been mostly thinking of using a bunch of warped and copper in there, but the prismarine blocks would actually go quite well with it. Okay, so it's a good thing we didn't go up that one, because there is a blaze spawner there, and that would have not ended well for us. Okay, so if the blaze spawner is over there, that probably means that this is no good for a double blaze spawner either. But see what else we have. Hopefully this one will have more loot. Yeah, I'm not even sure if we would have made it to the top with that one, but okay. I think this way. Oh, there's another blaze spawner. Oh, hang on. Okay, so we've got a double. Okay, yeah, another double crossroad. Okay, that's cool. Oh, wait, hang on. Is this a triple? Oh, okay. Ah, damn it. So if we'd had another crossroad here, this would have actually been the ideal place to build a wither skeleton farm. Although it is a bit in Basalt Delta, but it's a shame it's a shame the Sultan Valley didn't cover the whole thing. Yeah, this is okay. So this is basically, I think this at the moment this is our best candidate for a wither skeleton farm. And we could extend the tunnel we've got over way over there that goes to our mob switch to cover this way as well. There is nothing for us down there. Yeah, there's nothing there. What else do we have around? Is there anything this way? Yeah, that just looks like, okay, that goes up to the top layer. Yeah, mushrooms. Okay, that's the lava room, so the nether wart is probably near there. There is this big area here. Okay, this is a dead end. let's eat. Okay. I feel like the game is punishing us maybe for the cheese. It's like, hey, let's go cheese some Nether Fortresses. And the game is, you know what? You're going to cheese the Nether Fortress? I am not going to give you no loot. I can't believe we had an entire fortress with no chests at all. It's like, how stingy is that, right? At least give us like a little crumb of loot. It doesn't have to be a lot, but okay. Yeah, so there's another crossroad. Two. Yeah, those don't look close enough together to be useful. Wonder if there's any sort of good general nether mob farm designs out there that we could potentially use one of the other crossroads for. So we're definitely going to want to dedicate with a skull farm, or with a skeleton farm, because of all the goodies from that. The goodies from that are pretty sweet, and we're going to want that coal and we're going to want the coal, and we're going to want the bones, and again, nothing. This is so weird. Two farms with no, sorry, two fortresses with no loot. Might as well take. Let's take this stuff this time. Though I only have the silk touch pickaxe, not the shovel for the soft sand. Yeah. Oh, and stock. Yeah, this has been quite an unlucky fortress, right? Yeah, I mean, I do have the right tool for the job, and I do have an ender chest here, right here. So it probably would have been quicker for me to put the ender chest down, grab the shovel, collect it that way. But yeah, just nothing. How is there nothing in this entire fortress? There is some space down there. How do we get down to... How do we get down to that room? I guess we need to find another... okay, that's a bit more... Oh, there's some stuff... Okay. Was there anything around the back of the other one? I have to go have a look and see if there was a... Yeah, there's like... There should be chests in some of the more like windy, off the beaten track spots, but there hasn't been anything so far. Okay, I'm gonna quickly head over this way, because there was... Is there a way through the back here? Ah, there is. Okay. And this is how we get into. Okay, this is a bit I can see from the top, but there's nothing there either. Just no loot whatsoever. It's the game is being right stingy today. It does not like the cheese from the sound of it. Let's see. Come on, loot, 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 loot. Come on, one chest, just one chest. This is normally this is the sort of place you'd find a chest. Come on, hey, one chest. Okay. Oh, two chests. Okay, iron horse armor. It's not even good chests. Complementary shaders. Yes, we've got complementary unbound on at the moment. And welcome in. Is it Ulit? Ulity? Ulity? Is that it? Or am I butchering that? Okay, so we've got terrible loot so far. Although I mean, we have a saddle, but which would be good, but we've got so many of those from fishing now that they're not special anymore. I think the most useful thing we got from that was the chests. We've got enough wood to make an infinite number of those. I think Reimagined and Unbound are pretty much the same thing. It's just default settings, right? But yeah, we've just got complementary Unbound. Cranked it to ultra. And then I did make a few other little tweaks, but not too much. Okay, there's nothing there. Have we been down here? Yes, this is where the... Okay, so there's nothing this way either. Okay, so we only have one... Okay, two quite lame chests in this whole thing. I think we were over there when we found the chests. Alright, that is incredibly stingy. We did get some nether wart and some soul sand. We always need more soul sand. We do get a lot of that from the bartering farm, but we're using an astonishing amount of it. Yeah, I think the shaders can go quite high in terms of the settings, but they do make your computer scream and cry a bit when you crank it like that. Okay, what do we have over here? I think this is where we just came from. We went round there. Yeah, there's not much. There's nothing over this way either. Okay, so this has been slightly disappointing. Although, actually, no, I say that, but we have found a triple crossing. So this is going to be the future home of our wither skeleton farm when we get around to building one. These things, they are desperately trying to get me with them. Where do we need to get to? We need to get over there, don't we? This way? No. this way. I think our ladder's over here somewhere, right? Where is our ladder? I should have probably marked the exit, shouldn't I? I think we're big. Oh, here it is. Okay, here's the ladder. I think we'll take this block out so we can actually have a chance to find it again in the future. Here we go. This will make it. This will at least make it visible where we come in and out. And because I've got the blocks and don't need them, why not? And just to upset Waddle. Oh, damn it, it survived. Yeah, we can go have a look at the mob switch again in a sec. So I think that was all we wanted from the fortress. Oh, hang on, sorry, I had my I'm having some annoying computer problems this morning in that the USB hub just just crashed. This morning the monitor kept cutting out, which is annoying because it's just got back from repairs, so I'm hoping it's not actually broken. And then just now my USB hub crashed or something, which cut out my mic and my keyboard and mouse, so that could have actually been quite bad under other circumstances. Yeah, let's I don't know if I want to try and bridge out to that one and see if there's a... I feel like a triple... I feel like having a triple crossroad is already quite lucky. I don't know if I want to... Do I want to bridge all the way out over there and see if I can find a quad? Or a double blaze spawner? I think we'll be satisfied with what we've got for now, and then later on in the game, when we do finally decide to go kill the dragon, get an elytra, maybe we'll fly around and visit some of the other fortresses and see if there's a better spot to build some stuff. Oh, our food. Yeah, okay, so we decided to do some major cheese today. The game did not want to play ball with us, so we went for major cheese and it pushed back with no loot whatsoever. I think what we could do instead, though, is we could build some. We could go and look at for some treasure chests. I think if we're going to do that, I want to go back, get a bed, sleep, and reset things so we don't get phantom spawning. And I think there were actually beaches through quite a number of these portals where we could sort of see the loot. So maybe we'll head through some of those as well. We could see if we could get some Heart of the Seas. That'd be nice. Get some more emeralds. But yeah, I have to say this was not a productive trip. I was hoping we were going to get back. We were going to have like some diamond gear, some diamond horse armors. Yeah, what did we actually bring back with us? Just this. Two Nether Fortresses, and that's all we have to show for it, guys. That is all kinds of mean. Do I have any spare beds? Yes. Let's dye it as well. Let's take a nice manly colour. Yeah, I mean, I am very glad that we cheesed it, to be honest. If I had done all that and got nothing, like, if I'd done all that the proper way and I fought my way around and that was all I had to show for it, then I would be thoroughly upset about it. But as we did employ the cheese, and such a fine cheese it was. Okay, we can't sleep. But I don't want to risk going over there, especially in the rain. Because we definitely won't see night coming that way. I tell you, let's go have a quick look at the mob switch. Yeah, I mean, it does make things float, but it also makes everything spawn proof. And that this is basically a temporary base. So our grand plan for this world is that we're gonna firstly we're gonna be moving to this platform, and we're gonna fill in the bottom of this as an island. So we're going to give it a nice curvature underneath, but this is going to be our sort of villager island. So we're going to build a village on here and some other bits, and then eventually this is the plan. And there's another circle just over there out. It's not even in render distance. So this is going to be our main base island here eventually, and it'll be I'm thinking some kind of mountain here, maybe a volcano, not quite sure yet, but yeah, each of these will be a separate island. I might actually build that one out soon and make that the mob farm island. How do you get infinite dirt? There's a few ways. So there is a way that I did it that I highly recommend nobody else in their right mind try, which is that I built this entire platform out of stone. Then I used moss and bone meal to turn the whole thing into moss. And then I'm slowly, you can see over here, I'm slowly going through and using giant spruce trees to turn that moss into podsill. And then I will come through and hoe the whole lot of it into farmland. And without any water sources, that will then dry out back into dirt. And I'll put some grass down and the whole thing will turn to grass. So that's the way that we did that. That is, that's how I've done that one. The other way to get more dirt is if we take some of that, take some of that, we take a shovel, then we can basically go coarse dirt, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so then we just go I was actually running low on dirt, so this is this little demonstration is helping me with my resource problems. Yeah, so this is how I got the dirt for the mob switch island and the other places that I've used it since. So we can just go like that, lay down a big platform of the coarse dirt. Oh. And then if we take our shovel, we can quickly turn all of this into path. Oh. And because we have infinite gravel from the bartering farm, we can turn it, we can just keep repeating this process over and over again to get more and more dirt. So then if I now take our shovel and I annihilate all of this, there we go. We started off with 1 stack of dirt, and now we have 2 stacks of dirt. And there's been times where I spent an entire evening just pretty much doing that over and over again to get the dirt together for a project. But that's how I've been getting it more recently. There is another way of doing it, which involves blowing up azalea. Sorry, using azalea to turn moss into rooted dirt and then blowing that up with TNT, which will give you a nice sort of just runs on its own farm. Doesn't need to be messed with. We just need a chunk loader for it, and that will continuously spit out dirt, which might be something we look at in the future. But which way am I going? This way, yeah. So this is our insanely long tunnel to the mob farm. It's not quite finished yet. I still need to go along and put the glass in, and I need to finish this side of the wall and the ceiling. But here is our mob switch. So we've got 70 zombie villagers in here. Each of these guys was traded with and then each of these is a villager that we traded with and then turned into a zombified villager. And these guys are all just hanging out here, filling up the mob cap. And then this portal here is our portal to the overworld, where the overworld version of this will be, but also acts as a chunk loader. So there is a device here that is deploying a minecart through that portal periodically. So this dispenser puts a minecart out onto a rail that goes into the portal, gets transported to the other side, the fire burns it, turns it back into an entity, it comes back through the portal. There is a hopper minecart above this hopper that then collects that minecart, pulls it back down into this.
Good morning, Daniel.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
The robots are being incredibly annoying this morning. But yeah, the hopper minecart. Sorry, the hopper pushes it into this dropper. This dropper then pushes it up, and there's a small clock with this torch and an activator rail. A detector rail above here that keeps the cycle going. And then when we pull that lever, the whole thing gets turned off. But yeah, this is our breeder, where we need to breed some more of these dudes at some point, and then eventually we'll turn this into a prison for the overworld. We'll fill this with zombie villagers as well, and we should hopefully be able to get a peaceful overworld as well. Ooh, what is that over there? It turns out there is a wolf spawned over here as well. Which kind is this? This is the... What kind are you? You are the woods wolf. Yeah, we've got some of you already. Oh well, you can keep the local sheep population down. So it's interesting they only go for the sheep, right? It's like, what's the matter with these wolves? Do they not dine on the swine? Yeah, the wolves and foxes. The foxes, oh my god, the foxes are so annoying. In that, at least if you tame the wolves, they stop killing everything. But the foxes, oh, I swear to God, dude, as soon as we're done, you are going to suffer. Okay, we now have another wolf as well. But yeah, so this still has a bit more work to do. As I said, we're going to put a little prison guard sort of space in here somewhere. Put a piglin in there, so he can be like the guard for these guys, and we'll use that to. And yeah, then as I said, I still need to come up with a good design for the overworld. And so far, I'm drawing a blank on what to do with the build apart. The best guess I have, the best idea I have for a palette for the building over there is is bricks, plain old-fashioned bricks, and we do not have enough clay for that. Actually, I probably want. Let's take two of the. We'll take another chest, an ender chest, and a chest. Some ladders. Yeah, I think foxes are one of the few animals we don't currently have as well. Do I use my most powerful armor at all times? No, this is my casual clothes. And then over here we have my my smart clothes. And anyone that actually knows me will testify to the fact that a hoodie and joggers is about as smart as you're going to find me. That's basically interview attire as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, once we've got the villager island up, and we've got a lot more villagers to trade with and stuff, like a lot more librarians and things like that, then I think at that point we'll probably wear the fancier armor more. But at the moment the enchantments are painful to get our hands on. The base looks so dystopian. Yeah. Although actually it's not too bad with outside of the the actual dystopian bit. So this bit, I quite like the tunnels with the nether brick and the blackstone. But yeah, we've still got a lot to do on that mob switch though, because what we want it to look like is going to be more like our place down here. We'll have to figure this out as well, because we're going to be able, if we're going to allow shooting through here on our way over to the wither skeleton farm eventually, we need a slightly less easy to get stuck up place. Yeah, so this is our ice island. So eventually we're going to want to texture up we're going to want to texture up that big island by the main base and the mob switch to be more akin to these as a base, and then move, and yeah, so that's going to take us quite a while. Yeah, this is our ice farm, and that there's going to be just general other snow related stuff. So we'll have some we'll have powdered snow cauldrons and other such things. Probably put a actual snow farm over there, but yeah, this is the one we've been working on lately. It's not entirely done. We still need to do the back. This is all quite bland, but we're a quarter of the way there though. We might have to come and do another island sculpting stream at some point soon. Yeah, so far we've only really got this bit here, around to about here-ish, and we were starting on this side, I think it was, and then I got distracted and built all of this at the top. So I put in the structure around things, and I built and I did all these rocks around the top and the tree and stuff. So we might have to come back here at some point soon and do some more work on this island. I've been trying to keep it mixed up a bit though. Stop having too many. Stop the streams from being. Hopefully, try and make it a little less monotonous than it would otherwise be if I was just spending weeks on the island crafting. Okay, we're going to go. We've got maybe half an hour to an hour left, so I think we was going to go and have a look and see if we could find some beaches, won't we? So let's see what we have. What's... Oh, hi Splash, welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, I realised I didn't drop any links today either. Yeah, okay, so Nether Fortresses were a bust. There was no... They did not want to surrender us any good treasure. So I think we're gonna go look for some buried treasure. I mean, it's in the name, right? They've got to put some good loot in. No, that's an ancient. Okay, so that's by the ancient city. So we're gonna go find some. I did mark all these, so I think some of them do have the beach marked. As you can spot the beach by the amount of buried treasure chests around it. No, I don't think we had one there. Actually, I think there was one through there, but it was a bit of a distance. This is the ice farm one. We could try this end portal. I'm slightly worried that there might be a huge amount of zoglins the other side. Oh. Hi Crumbs, welcome in as well. Sorry, I am. Oh, sorry, I had top chat on, so it was only showing the It was hiding anything that could be potential spam, it seems. There we go. We'll switch that to live. Let's have a look at let's see what's through this portal. I can't actually remember. I think this is the one portal I didn't actually have a proper check through. But we're going to put a chest down and we're going to put our stuff in it before we go through, because as I said, there is a possibility. Oh, that isn't what I wanted. There is a possibility that there may be hoglins the other side. So we'll clear out our inventory and our armor as well. What do we have for here? Oh, okay, yes. So I said, well, let's go find some buried treasure, right? I see 3 buried treasures over there. So look, I do love this mod. That we can just see our there is our ice island there in the distance. 1,000 blocks away. Okay, so we're going to want some stuff for this. Let's take some slabs. Take our bed as well. Okay, so let's see if we can get out to that. It is getting to night though, so first up, let's make a little space around the pool. We're going to put down a bed. And hopefully we can sleep in it. Come on. Okay. I guess we can start. Bridging out, and then we'll make sure we come back with plenty of time before the phantoms start spawning, because we are above Y64, and from Y64 upwards the phantoms can spawn as long as you are below Y64, which is the sea level basically. The phantoms won't spawn. Okay, those look a bit further out than I thought. The moon is rising, so surely this means we should be able to sleep, right? Oh no, here they come! Damn it! Let me sleep, let me sleep. Shit. Wait, hang on. Oh, crap. It's in the nether. Now we're never going to kill it. Alright, it's never going to burn in the daylight here. We do have a chest to our back though, so it can't knock us off, I don't think. Where's it gone? Oh, it's up there. Okay. If we put that there. Let's put our ender chest down. Grab our bow and arrow as well. Where are you? Hear it, but ah. Okay. Who had Nether Phantoms on their bingo card for today? As I did not. Okay, let's can we sleep? Okay. So we should have a few days now of no phantoms. Yeah, the damn thing came through the portal after me. And because there's no day-night cycle in there, or I guess skylight, the damn things will never burn up either. I think it would have despawned if I'd gotten far enough away, but I guess it's fine. We put our big boy pants on and we fought it. We fought it properly. Yeah, I knew as soon as I said we were going to go for the treasure, I knew the phantom was going to be a pain. Just like last time where we had all the cool loot from that treasure chest, and then suddenly the damn things yeeted me into the void with a full inventory. The game is quite cruel as well. So every time we spawn a portal, every time we make a portal, it spawns it at a Y70, like well into phantom territory. It's like it could spawn it 10 blocks lower where it's safe, right? I mean, technically, I'm creating these things at the bottom of the world, so they should. It should be trying to spawn them at like Y0. But I think when you are portaling to the overworld, I think it does try and bias things towards the surface, as opposed to the caves. But thanks for joining, Story. Have a good sleep. We probably won't go for much longer. I think we're going to try and get to these three treasure chests over here. Am I parallel with that? I think so. Yes, if I come out from here, I should get myself over to there. But yeah, we're going to check these three treasure chests, and I think we'll probably call the stream after that. So we probably won't be more than an hour. And most of that is going to just be us bridging. Bridging and potentially being yeeted by phantoms if we forget to sleep. Did I bring... I did bring regular blocks. Cool. This is where we need to worry about the keyboard and mouse disconnecting again, right? Because I think if I take my finger off the pinky now, I think I'm dead. Oh. Hi, Aaron. Welcome in. Getting closer. We're getting closer. We're not nearly there. Let's... no? Okay, so... here? Let's try going up from here. Hopefully we will hit the... Oh. No, that is not what we wanted to. Or we'll put another... Damn it. The one spot... Oh, crap. Nearly. Nearly. One spot we didn't want to be. We went up the one spot that is most awkward of all of them. Of all the way, anywhere that could have gone in that whole area, this is the only spot we did not want to end up in. All right, let's okay, let's put that there. Here we go. So let's this is really weird. Like the snow, the natural generation here, where we have. Wait, a snowy beach? I don't think I've ever seen a snowy beach before. Okay, what do we have in here? Oh, TNT, heart of the sea, some fish, water breathing. Okay, water breathing. It's not the best loot, but it's better than what we had, right? It's better than what we got from the last thing. Okay, so let's do we go for the next one, or I think I'm gonna go put some of this back in the. I'm gonna put some of this back in our chest and sleep if I can, and then I'm gonna bring the bed with me because I'm not gonna empty 3 of them and then have a repeat of the Phantom incident. Last time was enough of that for a lifetime, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, no, it was snow on the sand. It was a snowy beach biome. I don't think I've seen a snowy beach biome before. I mean, I probably have. I've probably just not been paying attention or haven't actually noticed it's a beach because there's been snow over all the it's just had snow over the important bits, like the sand. So okay, we're a bit light on slabbages here. I mean, that's not a bad haul compared to what we got from the fortress. I think this is actually a better haul. I mean, the water breathing potions will come in handy when we come to actually finally doing a oh, and the most important bit. Yeah, the water breathing potions will come in handy when we come to finally doing a temple. Sorry, a guardian temple. And we've got a heart of the sea, which means we can do some cool. We can do some stuff with water. Do you have a Saharan? So, yeah, I'm just hoping Large doesn't clean the windows because the storm is doing a good job. Yeah, and Splash has the sand from the Sahara. Do you have a Saharan problem at the moment? Where my parents live, they get those quite frequently. A kalima, as they call it, where the sand from Sahara is basically just whipped up in the air and just lingers there. It makes it gives the sky a bit of a red hinge to it, and well, gives the moon a red hinge to it as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it just makes an absolute mess of everything. They were getting them so frequently recently that they literally just gave up on the windows and the outside and the garden, etc. And they were just like, no, we'll clean it up when the sand stops. Thankfully, the UK does not have any storms. We actually have passable weather for the first time since before Christmas, which has been nice. Being able to go out with just a hoodie and not needing a winter coat is definitely an improvement on what we've had so far. Okay, more frozen river. And back to the snowy beach. Oh, we went past it. So we should be able to go one there. Ladder. What do we have in this one? Oh, more TNT. Diamonds! Yes. We do like the diamonds. We have no... It's scary how, like, one of the most common resources in a regular world, the diamonds, where you go down, you strip mine, you end up with loads of them, become one of the most rare and precious commodities of them all in a Skyblock world, because we just have no access to them other than chests, and we're going to need a bunch of them, right? Because we got some from the trial chamber. Yeah, I lost one of the pieces of sand there. Oh well. Maybe here? What do you think? Yeah, let's come out to the side of this one. Yeah, we're gonna need those. We're gonna need diamonds for netherite, for cloning netherite upgrade templates, or smithing templates. That's all. We're also gonna need them for cloning trims. We need them for the most important of all of the functional blocks, the crafting block. Sorry, the jukebox. any sort of enchanting setup we do. We've got one enchanting table, but if we decide we want to have another one of those in the world, we also need diamonds. Oh. What's this? Ah, okay, lots of gold in this one. More prismarine shards. Okay, so we've got 2 hearts of the seas now. Three hearts of the sea. Okay. There's no other convenient little there's no more convenient little treasure chest around here, is there? No. Okay, I think we've got them all. We should also go check some shipwrecks out at some point. Though they tend to spawn at the bottom of the world, which makes them a little bit harder for us to bridge out over to, but I guess if we brought a water bucket, we could get down, up and down from one. But yeah, we should definitely go check out the loot available there at some point as well. Is that a geode intruding into a... That's a geode intruding into a guardian temple. Ooh. That could be an interesting candidate for... That could be an interesting candidate for our prismarine farm. So if we make our prismarine farm over there, we could potentially also set up an automatic amethyst farm with some flying machines to knock the amethyst buds off. Oh wait, there's another stronghold there as well. Okay. Where is that in relation to things? Ah, okay. It's it is east. Yeah, I think, no, it's north from where we. It's north from where we've got the mushroom biome. Okay. That could be. That is handy information as well. So we've got 2 strongholds that we can now. So we should probably raid one of those at some point soon as well, as it has incredibly valuable loot, and I'm not even talking about the end portal or the I'm not talking about either the end portal or the trims, or even the great libraries full of books and bookshelves that we could use for enchanting and creating lectins for our librarian villagers. But it has cobwebs. And possibly the only source of cobwebs in our world. And cobwebs are quite handy for different kinds of farms. Oh, we actually have more stuff than we can carry here. Okay, let's leave some of the... oh no, we don't. Okay, we can carry everything. Cool. But yeah, the cobwebs are going to be a handy source of sorry, are going to be, the cobwebs will be handy for us because we can use those with the new potion to make a cobweb spawning potion, and then we can use that to multiply the cobwebs. So, and then the cobwebs are great because when you drop items through them, they move more slowly. Can help sort of center things when they're dropping, and as they're moving slowly, it will help us group up things, which will help. So if we drop like three of the same item into a cobweb, then by the time it gets through, we'll have one stack with 3 items in it, which is a lot easier for us to pick up with hoppers and stuff. Yeah, string machine, we don't actually need. We have a good supply of string, to be honest. Ooh. Tornado season. That does not sound fun. I'm not even sure what one would do in the event of a tornado. I don't think we really get them here. I think we had the last time I heard of a tornado here. I just got back early from a terrible holiday in a holiday park, and the tornado actually ripped through the park the week after we'd left. So he obviously thought as little of the place as we did, but yeah, string we're actually doing quite well. So what we got here? Yeah. So the bartering gives us plenty of string, and then I've actually been turning some of this into wool as well, taking it back to the base. But so we're good for string. It's just the cobwebs that we're missing out on. And as I said, they have some magical properties. Oh, also I haven't shown you guys what I did with the magma cube farm. So given the ice island and our access to powdered snow now, I actually put some powdered snow in here as well, like every other block. And this has been breaking down the larger magma cubes. So these are larger ones are now taking damage from both the sweetberry bushes and from the powdered snow, I think. And that's been killing them. And then what we'll do is we will come through here and we'll take out all the sweetberry bushes eventually, and put some frogs in at the bottom here. So the powdered snow will kill the big ones, and then the frogs will eat the smaller magma cubes and give us those precious frog lights. Yeah, let's head back to base, and then we can have a look at what we got. So let's grab a chest. What did we actually get from? No, none of that. Yeah, and all of that is stuff that I took with me. So we got 3 water breathing potions. We got some fish. We got some fish, which is a bit meh. Iron sword, which is a bit meh. We got 24 more sand, which is handy, as we still don't have a renewable source of sand yet. We will set up our husks farm our we will set up a husk farm soon so that we can actually farm the sand renewably. Okay, 10 emeralds, not too bad. 2 diamonds, some gold, some iron, prismarine crystals, which is the first that we've actually managed to get back to our base. 3 heart of the seas, so we can make some conduits, and some chests. What do we need for? Okay, so we don't actually have these. We don't actually have the ingredients we need to make a conduit yet, but I'm just trying to think what it is. I thought it was. Was it not prismarine, nautilus shells, and a heart of the sea? God, I can never remember how to make these. I mean, it's not like it's much use to us at the moment because we don't actually have the prismarine to build the structure around it, but let's sleep this thunderstorm away. Yeah, let's conduit. Okay, heart of the sea and nautilus shells. Let's grab one of these then, and then we can create our first conduit. Here we go. Hey. I mean, it's not really going to help us much, but there you go. We'll put it in here as well. I think maybe at some point we'll have a big sort of pond island or something. Maybe we could turn one of the smaller corner islands into some sort of big pond. Put some put a little fishing shack in there. Use it to try and get some dolphins from somewhere and some other sea creatures. Yeah, we can maybe do some with axolotls over there when we get some axolotls. Yeah, okay, so well, actually I'm gonna go get that conduit back and we'll put it in our box of goodies over here so we can remember the cool stuff that we got. And yeah, this is my fishing loot chest. So we still have a fair bit here from all the fishing I did early game. Of the nautilus shells, the lily pads, the ink sacs, the name tags. Probably never going to have to craft a tripwire hook in this world. Okay. So the only other thing we could probably do now is if we take some dirt with us. Let's craft up some slabs. We'll take some dirt with us, and I think I might go and expand our mushroom island. And we'll see if we can get a mushroom to spawn. As I think that might be quite a cool thing to be able to bring back. You need to put some armor stands in here as well. To stop those dudes from spawning. Yeah, where are we, where do we want to go for the mushrooms? I think it's... I think they're down here as well. What is this one? This is just above an ancient city. It's so much easier now that these are labelled as well, that we don't have to keep popping through. Mushroom biome. Okay. Let's make our way over. So, what have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across there. Bring it back, and then let's put some grass, some dirt down. One spot to get down from. Here we go. So now we've got some more space. Let's see if we can extend this out one more this way. so we'll fix our way up to this thing. Potentially we'll go up the side here. So I'll get one there. One there, and then we'll span this bit a little bit. That a bit safer. I think we'll possibly build ourselves a little area here to AFK in, so we can can we make it back before night falls? And have we been busy for long enough that the phantoms can spawn? So let's take our bed. We'll put this over here, and I think with this we should be able to get some mushrooms to spawn. And mushrooms are one of the most OP mobs in the game, right? Because we get a good amount of. Oh, okay, it's already starting to spread. Because we get the mushroom soup from them, and the mushroom soup. So if you use a empty bowl on a mushroom, you basically get mushroom soup. So it's the most renewable form of food in the game. And yeah, and they're just cool as well. So we're going to want to get some of those. We're going to also want to get some struck with lightning, so we can because we'll get the red one spawn. And then if we can lightningify them, we can get some of the brown ones as well. And then we can take those back to our base. So yeah, so this, no, I can't AFK here, can I? So that was incredibly stupid. Because we need to be 24 blocks away at least, or nothing is going to. Hang on. So we're going to have to be over here for the grass to spread. Sorry, for the mycelium to spread. But then we're going to have to be at least 24 blocks away for the mushrooms to spawn. Okay, so I think I will. I think I'm going to call the stream here for today. And I am going to AFK here for a bit. Get this to spread. I might tidy it up as well, so I might try and get the dirt that is not supported at the bottom out from under these, and use these as well to spread it out some more. Yeah, so well, the Nether Fortress raid was a Yeah. Phantoms drop the phantom membrane, which is as Crum said, which is useful for fixing an elytra. If you want to fix it if you don't have mending on it. Yeah. So, well, the the Nether Fortresses were a bit of a bust. I mean, I have never known fortresses to be that stingy. Like, we had no chests at all in the first one, and then just crap loot in the second, so that was a bit disappointing. We did find a good location for with a triple crossing for a wither skeleton farm in the future, though. So that is not too bad. So we now have a good spot for our wither skeleton farm at some point in the future. And on top of that, we raided those buried treasures, and we've got ourselves 2 Heart of the Seas and 1 Conduit now, but yeah, 3 Hearts of the Sea, some TNT, couple of diamonds, which is always nice. And now we've got this this platform here slowly expanding, and hopefully we'll get some mushrooms to spawn here, and hopefully I can get them along this this narrow path all the way back to the portal, and then down the further narrow paths back to our base without incident. Yeah, I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna AFK here for a bit, down in the little space that I've built there. We'll wait for this to spread. I'll move probably over by the portal instead, and hopefully we'll get some mushrooms over here. And I'll have those to show you next week. Hopefully my quality of life mods will get updated before, like mini HUD and such will get updated before the next stream. In which case we can upgrade the world and go looking for some of the POW stuff, and maybe see if we can spawn in some more variations of the other mobs. But if not, we will find something else we can work on. So maybe we will go and actually, even if we can upgrade, let's next week let's go and investigate the stronghold, and we'll see what goodies we can find there. We're not going to go to the end, but we will go have a look. We will go have a nose around the stronghold, and potentially maybe get things set up ready for us to go to the end. And then the stream after that, we will we'll have a look for some of the POW garden stuff and see what we can do with the new stuff that is in 1.21.5 as well. But yeah, so if you want to catch that, give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe, hit the notification bell and all that jazz, and I will see you all next week. Bye.